The ideological civil war in the Liberal Party over quotas is still dominating headlines. Liberal stalwart Warren Mundine threw in his 2 cents worth over the weekend. He reckons quotas are a slippery slope and a, quote, crap campaign was the real reason for the Liberals' electoral annihilation, not a problem attracting female votes. Warren Mundine joins me now. Warren, talk me through this idea here. What is your issue with quotas?
Look, I don't have a great issue with quota. I think this is just a total, sideshow and a diversion from what the real issues were. When you look leading up to this election, New South Wales was put under administration because they couldn't register 140 of their candidates for local government. That's cost us a lot of good people. You look at the polling in Victoria today, where it says, "Oh, we all hate the Victorian government, but we're not going to vote for you." And this is the real issues that we should be focusing on, rather than talking about quotas. Yes, we need more women getting out there, and we had some brilliant women who were in that campaign, but they didn't get elected. And they didn't get elected because we had a crap campaign. So let's get back to the real issues.
One of those women was Giselle Kaptarian, who was running in the seat of Bradfield in Sydney. You were hoping for pre-selection there, and she didn't get in. She lost out to a Teal. First time it's not been in Liberal hands. And we also saw in Goldstein a male, Tim Wilson, get elected over a female Teal. But
that's a good example is Giselle. Giselle didn't need a quota to beat me. She got there on her own merits, and she should be sitting in the parliament today, but she's not because of the campaign that was run.
You said that if the party started looking at gender quotas, then there would be a slippery slope, an argument for other kinds of quotas, people of colour or people from different multicultural backgrounds.
Well, a good example of that is more than 50% of Australians now are either born overseas or one of their parents was born overseas. Where is that? We need to do a lot of work across the whole Australian electorate. Why aren't we out there attracting, these incredible people that we need to? And why aren't we keeping our membership? Why are we losing our members? Well, these are the things that we should be focusing on. And then this is how a political party survives. A political party survives because they focus on the needs of the Australian people. And they answer that question, they answer to those needs. But, and the members, we need to look after our members, look after our supporters and keep them in the party and attract other people into the party, attract women, attract young people. Now, that's what we should be focusing on, rather than having this sideshow, this diversionary thing, which is not going to win us a vote anyway.
So you don't think there should be, as you said to me just before we came on air, a quota for handsome brown men?
That one I do like. I think that'd be a good thing. But look, this tells you how stupid you get into this thing, okay? Yeah. We should be focusing on why we lost the election, why in Victoria in 30 years we've only been in power for 4 years, why is it that we've got a useless government in Victoria but we can't even look like winning it. These are the things that we should be focusing on.
There are a lot more deeper issues to look at. Warren Mundine, thank you so much for your time.